Welcome everyone, Questini here with a discussion about Deathmaster Snikch, the most powerful Legendary Lord of the Skaven. And the reason Snikch is the most powerful doesn't come from the fact that he might have the best campaign benefits. He doesn't necessarily, like Ikekla and his nukes certainly are in a league of their own, but rather the fact that Snikch, in his campaign, has such an incredible level of potential from the very beginning of that campaign that it's quite difficult for anyone else to actually compete against him. See, the thing about Snikch is that he starts in the best location of any Skaven. Many Skaven campaigns, with the exception of Queek and Skrulk to some extent, many Skaven campaigns, so if we're thinking about Ikekla, if we're thinking about Vlad in particular, who are very powerful Legendary Lords, they are ruined by their starting locations, because Kislev is not that great, and Skaven Blight, while a terrific city, well, let's just say it's a complicated situation over here for Ikekla. This is not the situation that Snikch has to deal with. He has a simple province with a simple plan against greenskins that he can wipe out with his starting army. That's how easy his campaign is going to be. He starts with really powerful units like Poison Wind Mortars, which can do such an insane level of damage in a battle that very few other factions can actually compare against that. So we have a Legendary Lord over here that is going to start in a strong position and is going to become really dominant. You want to take the Village of the Moon first turn, then you want to get Jadewind Mountain, and then you want to take Kumlan. You have Lokir to the east over here, who's going to fight the vampires, and then you have Miao Ying to the north and Xiaoming to the southeast. Now, you are in a bit of a vulnerable position, especially because Xingpo represents such a significant portion of your economy. In particular, this gem mineshaft will have a significant impact on your economy. You lose that, you're going to lose a substantial portion of that economy, but that settlement is vulnerable. You do also have clan contracts that can give you various benefits, so you can steal food, you can steal money, you can get vision over a province, which can be very useful, and you will get various clan contracts that will ultimately end up giving you significant faction-wide benefits. But you do have a significant faction-wide downside in your campaign that the recruitment cost for all non-Asian units is 200%. But you can lower that cost by doing these clan contracts and getting to Revere, then it will nullify the effect. In fact, you might even get the 20% recruitment discount in your campaign with these units, assuming you do sort it all out. So it is a campaign that starts strong, but it gets significantly stronger if you play your cards right. And you have one of the best campaign areas of the entire game over here in Cathay. I'm gonna get rid of those clan rat spears. So Snikch over here in his campaign will start very strong. He'll take the Moon Forests, Kumlan, and then you can move on the Grey Bastion, you can move on Miao Ying, and you can fortify yourself against Xiaoming, who is going to come for you. And also make a deal with Lokir at the same time. That is your campaign plan, and it works. It works especially well. Your basic army is very powerful, especially against the opponents that you might be dealing with in an early game campaign as the Skaven. But why is that? Well, you have a campaign benefit that all your nut runners and gutter runners are using armor-piercing projectiles. They usually do not have that. So all these guys, most of their damage is going to be armor-piercing damage in a campaign. You also can recruit hidden layers at tier 1 as opposed to tier 2, so you can get quite a lot of heroes during the course of this particular campaign very quickly, very effectively. And since Skaven be Skaven, you can recruit a significant amount of units, increasing your capacity, your local recruitment capacity very quickly in the campaign using that. So you end up with a campaign that is, let's just say this in the campaign potential over here is astronomical to say the least. Like right here, it's already turn 2, and I am going to start recruiting more units, recruiting a second army. And maybe even getting involved over here with Lokir if I wanted to do so. Now, interestingly enough, if you're playing a campaign as Lokier, Snikch actually does like you if you're playing a campaign as Lokier. Lokier doesn't particularly like Snikch, which makes sense. Skaven be hated by everyone else because they're Skaven and they're dirty, filthy rats that have betrayed everyone that they have ever allied at any point in history. Like, if there's any more villainous faction than the Skaven in the Warhammer universe, I'm not sure what that is. Maybe the Beastmen to some extent, but not quite there. Skaven are something else entirely within the Warhammer universe. And okay, that's our first contract over there. So with that contract right there, we need to send someone to deal with said contract. So all I'm going to do is recruit another Master Assassin, keep his name, okay, and send him to deal with that contract. And what's important here to understand about this situation is not just that it's going to affect your reputation, it's also going to grant you vision. This is what makes Snikch so powerful, because he will gain vision with all the other Skaven clans. And because of that vision, he can even potentially confederate them. Remember, he gets diplomatic benefits in his campaign with those other Skaven clans. So if you're playing your cards correctly over here in this particular campaign, you can actually end up in such an incredibly powerful and dominant position that it's not even funny to compare him to anyone else. Like, I mean, it's already turn 3. I'm marching on Qumlan. I've got the second army building over here is going to be really powerful. I will get a rebellion over there once I take Qumlan, but that's not really a downside. Rebellions, if you've got them right next to your army, rebellions are free money experience if they spawn when your army is nearby and your army is at full strength. Just by the way, for the purposes of demonstrating this campaign, I am using some Autoresolve mods. If you're playing vanilla, fully vanilla, play these battles manually, you will take far fewer casualties. Like as I said, Snikch can win this entire situation with his starting army. I'm not joking on this. He is one of the strongest duelists in the entire game. He was released at the same time in Warhammer 2 as a counter to Malice Darkblade. Okay, so we get the quest over there very, very quickly. And keep in mind what I have over here. I've got an entire army over here, almost a full stack. I am going to just auto-resolve that and set this at tier 3. Do you just want to take it at tier 3? You don't need to necessarily take it higher. Over here, we want... What makes Snikch so really damn strong in his campaign is the following fact. Skaven, in general, in their campaigns, tend to do very well. Okay, we will just go over there and sack that particular settlement, and we will get their rebellion next turn. Skaven tend to do very well from an economic standpoint when they can... Okay, let's get some more guys over there and move him right there so we can get that replenishment sorted out. Skaven tend to do very well when they're in a position to be able get control over an entire province very quickly. That is what Snikch can do. That is what makes Snikch so very damn strong, is that he does have that particular ability. And quite a bit more than that in his campaign. Now we're gonna get the rebellion over there very quickly. I may have pushed it a bit more than I should have, but it doesn't matter. Quest battle will follow there. As I said, like, if you're playing a campaign properly, it's like auto-resolve these battles. Believe me, you will you will get the better result over here if you do manage that. So right here, turn 4, I've got an entire freaking province. Rebellion will spark, hopefully, or not. That was not quite the plan, I admit. The plan, or actually it did spark, so that's why it's plus 20. Okay. So you have a strong head start, you get vision, so you can start some wars, get more money, get more money, get more money. And you start building up those diplomatic relations with those other factions. So right now I get the vision, make a deal with Clan Pestilent. But Clan Pestilent is going to end up in a lot of wars over there in Lustria. So the benefit that I'll have over there, okay, we will take over this particular settlement. And just take it over. Just get rid of that particular
diplomacy. What is your
situation. They're going to be wiped out soon enough. I just want to offer low cure. What you want to do is offer low cure something worthwhile over there. And now, Rebellion dealt with, as expected, and then Quest Battle. Minimize casualties in the initial battles. Maybe don't go quite as crazy as I have over there with regards to it. But look at this battle. There's zero chance that your army over here could lose. In fact, yeah, even without Autoresolve mods, that's still a bit much, isn't it? Okay. So we are rich. So we are rich beyond imagination. And we are just getting started. Oh boy. Skaven be Skaven. Skaven be Skaven because Skaven be crazy. Like, Snikch just lives up to the potential of the Skaven to the highest possible level, and we're going to get over here various benefits. And we're gonna get some chieftains, get infiltrator, okay. Now over here I will want to move somewhere where I can recruit, or I can just recruit, let me recruit another Lord, another Master Assassin, and send him to Hadar. Okay, Hadar. Yeah, he's certainly... Okay, so you spy. And then that gives you vision on them. So you spy on Clan Mulder, that will give you vision on the entirety of Kislev. Or, sorry, not the entirety of Kislev. No, okay.
I could inflict on you,
So you can get another trading agreement over here, which will be extremely beneficial during the course of your campaign. And yeah, tons of gold, tons of money, resources, using that growth control, etc. So all these lovely schemes that Snikch has access to just end up making him substantially stronger than all the other Skaven, maybe even combined, really, honestly. It's not even funny. Like, what this guy can achieve is not even hilarious at this point. Because what he can achieve is utter nonsense of the highest possible order. So I'm just going to recruit another army over there in the Jadewind Mountain. Get a couple of gutter runners, night runners. I would recommend the Warband upgrade mod, because then you can upgrade from night runners to gutter runners instead of having to move back and forth. It's just a better campaign dynamic than dealing with the vanilla one. I wish more races had that. Like, at least for obvious, clear upgrades, right? Like that. So over here, we're just gonna get, we can get some barrels. Okay, and we can, all right, let's just get one in Jadewind Mountain, get disciplined, and pick up more of these guys right here. And I'm gonna give this to Lokir in exchange for a military alliance. So. Okay, maybe if I can see those beastmen, I could declare war on them. Keep an eye out for what's going on the campaign map over here. Various agreements that can be made should be made. And we're gonna march directly on the capital of Grand Cathay. So declare war over here. They're not going to be able to stop you. They will try, but they won't. And just pick it up. Not even worth fighting the battle. And there's another quest item because, well, Snikch be snitching. What do you want me to say? Now, maybe this army gets thrown back. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Maybe that was a bit too aggressive, but doesn't really matter. I mean, there's a limit to how far they can pursue. Like, maybe I was a bit too aggressive, get a bit of control right there. Though keep in mind, skirmisher the units you have are a perfect counter for Cathay's ability. Because you pierce their armor, you do more damage than they do, you actually have more survivability than they do against your units. Cathay's problem is that their melee infantry just doesn't have a great deal. Like, yeah, okay. If this was Jade Warriors, maybe. You're not selling me the idea a bunch of peasants are gonna stand up to this. Like, like this actual outcome over here is actually far more punishing than the actual battle would be. Yes, Skaven be Skaven, or specifically Skaven with the ability of kiting units are incredibly damn fucking broken, and they are. Okay, and let's move over here. Okay, just slowly. Not an ideal outcome, but we can start getting some chieftains. So one south, one north. So one for Snikch, one for the other army. And I will move over here. So if Cathay does decide to show their freaking face, I will be ready to counter them. Okay, great. Okay, good. Oh, nice. And now let's just take the city. Autoresolve, be Autoresolve. The AI suiciding itself against you as a player? Yeah, that's not new. Now, mind you, that was not necessarily an ideal outcome, but this is not necessarily how I'd play a campaign. Although I would certainly be as aggressive as I am right here in the north. Rebellion might be sparking up soon enough. This is going to be tier 2 as well soon enough. And let's just keep... that's important thing. You keep an eye for what's happening. You get various agreements to increase...
The chopper is in mine.
to increase your financial status. And you wait for the hammer to drop on these guys.
The sea brings death.
You have precious few allies, but the thing is, like, this is one of the problems that you have in Skaven campaigns in general. You have very few factions that are willing to tolerate you. Let's put it like that. Yes, people don't like the Skaven, they tolerate the Skaven. No one likes the Skaven. No one enjoys the Skaven presence. But some factions may be more willing than others to tolerate the vermin. The issue that you see in a lot of Skaven campaigns is that you end up being surrounded by enemy factions. And there's another army against Snikch. Honestly, it's like suicide by Snikch. Like, okay, there's zero freaking chance. To understand how, like, in an underway against an army that's got armor piercing, yeah, that's not gonna happen.
You come to...
No peace. Only war. And I'm gonna get the third army. Fourth. Soon enough as well. When I say third army, I mean a third real army. So we move over here. My concern is Yao Ming because he's gonna obviously create certain issues. And we are going to repair that. Actually, let's just get rid of that in point of fact. So that's going to spark a rebellion soon enough. Pay attention to your client contracts because you're going to get more. Okay. We take the settlement. Let's say we take it at tier 2. I am so full of food. It's not even funny. Get this particular building. I could keep it. I don't even know what Lokier is freaking doing. This is legendary. Sometimes the AI is a bit weird. I know, like, Lokier should be taking... Okay, so he's marching over there. Fair enough. So sometimes Lokir will be a bit too slow for my liking, as I see it in a campaign. Like, you outpace the AI when you're playing a campaign like this in this style. And none of the battles so far have been ridiculous. Actually, we'll make it even more ridiculous with expert ambushers to increase our chance to ambush successfully. And a point of fact, since... yeah, okay, fair enough. So we are going to fall back over here, and we're going to get that to tier 2 and get some growth. Now the real question is whether or not I can potentially give Lokir... like, Skaven don't need... Skaven don't need settlements that... in provinces that only have... like 2 settlements, right? 2 regions. Because you won't have the same economic potential as you would otherwise. Okay, looks like Lokir is taking a sweet freaking dime, so might as well declare war on the pirates and wipe them out and make an alliance with them. And keep the province for myself for that extra hero capacity. Sometimes it's worth it. And also to recruit some warp fire throwers. Maybe that is a bad idea though. Because the cost right now would not necessarily be that particularly great. Rebellion potential over there in the north, that's going to happen. Okay, so Lokir, what are you? Okay, finally, he did it. Holy shit, boys. We actually see it coming. Alright, Alright, so we just keep moving this army here. My concern.
Welcome to the blessed dread. Will you be staying?
Okay. So I would rather...
of the night.
let's see if he's willing to give me something. Yep. So what you want to do, like if you're uncertain whether or not a faction will declare war on you, one of the things you want to do...
What is your demand?
Yes, we got the peace tree. One of the things you want to do is... okay, next assignment in 4 turns. Let's pick that up over there. We could use some artillery. Okay, over here level that up. And over here, get that to a higher level. And what do I want? What do I want? I would need tier 3 to make that worth it. Get more growth. Okay, get that growth. And over here I am going to get rid... Ashen Triads are actually the weakest unit, technically, but let's get that Skaven Chieftain. And just wait a turn. And in point of fact, I'm going to cancel the construction over here because, hey, save money. So that's going to be over in 1 turn. I'm going to be able to start recruiting Storm Vermin in a turn. And we're going to take Wage in as well. I could also get more Murder Assassins if I wanted to increase the capacity there. So my goal... so the goal here is like, you make an alliance with Lokir, you sell him all these 2 provinces over here in the east, because you don't want them. To be clear. You want the Celestial Riverlands, you want the coast, you want the wall. You don't want to worry about the east because you don't want to deal with Nakai. Like, not because you can't beat Nakai. Nakai is a joke in comparison to you. But rather because you just don't want to devote the resources. So you want to take the basin, sell it all to Lokir, make an alliance with Lokir, let him worry about all of that. You march west. And keep in mind, you can take mountains. So I'll tell you where you're headed. If you're playing this campaign, you're on a collision course with the Chaos Dwarves and Grimgor in this campaign. And you're stronger than them. Yes. I mean, Grimgor is ridiculous, but it's like Grimgor's got nothing on... so another tier 3 capital. Very quickly over here. Let's get rid of that recruitment. Okay, so the rebellion will start sparking over here very quickly, very efficiently. And let's pick that up. One of the things to do as Skaven is sack settlements you're gonna take, because you'll always take them at tier 1 unless you're spending.
Make your entreaty quickly. There are mortals to enslave.
I could sell. I could get Nongchang. Okay.
Mathlan wills it.
I could keep this settlement for myself actually, if I was willing to sell Nongchang to them. Could work. Could very well work.
Don't be scared
Okay,
by my
so
help.
Nongchang.
As intimidating as it is, fear the
Actually,
being
he's
that
not willing
wears
to
it.
quite take it, is he? No. Weird a bit. But,
The sea brings death.
well, I guess I need to wait a bit longer than that.
Take agree contract.
Alright, so Village of the Moon. I'll need another assassin. Actually, I'll cancel that to get another assassin over here. And over here, I will start recruiting gutter runners. Yes, another glorious army is being recruited by the freaking Skaven. Concealment bombs. Situation, clan contracts, pretty good. You want to get that diplomatic relation with Skaven. The rebellion will be sparking over here in Wei Jin.
Deathmaster Snikch. I am the mighty village. You are not so mighty. If you
Darkness come.
you
So various vision situations get toxicity. Oh, we are toxic, gentlemen. And the reason you want to recruit Master Assassins is Shuriken Jutsu. That's the main reason. Benefit to your gut runners, concealment bombs.
Shadow. Yes. Master, Lord of Shadows.
Now, if he's not willing to take Nongchang, we'll see about that. Right, another rebellion gonna spark over.
Master Assassin.
So if I could, okay, let's go get that growth. Good. We're gonna get a bell right there. So another rebellion should have started over there. Right, Xiaoming is doing Xiaoming things, as expected. Maybe I keep the Nongchang Basin. Yeah, I mean, if I can't trade, I might as well, right? It's a bit weird, though. Should be able to trade it. There's a direct land link between the two of them. So, it would be odd, to say the least. And now you start getting into a bit of trouble over here.
You are about to experience the hospitality
can't trade
of
it, huh?
Karen's car.
Okay. Fine. So he gets the Celestial Monastery, I get to keep territory I couldn't care less about.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that the caravan? That was hilarious. Okay. Fine. Actually, maybe get that there, get these here, and get control.
I bring pain, death for the Ashen.
There's some beastmen over there. Okay, we'll keep that, because it's food. Probably should have realized that it was gonna be worth it. Doesn't matter. Cancel this, sell it to
Make your
Lokir.
entreaty quickly. There are mortals to enslave. It shall be done.
And we got our alliance with him.
No.
I have sailed the world. I have the sea and the beasts within.
And get the peace treaty just in case. Clan Pestilent is war with the cult of Sotek, so we declare war on the cult of Sotek and get the non-aggression pact. Division with the Skaven is actually such an incredible tool in your campaign because it gives you an enormous level of power that you otherwise wouldn't have. One of the problems Skaven have in their campaigns is they're very, very spread out. So concentrating their firepower is kind of tricky. And you can see what I mean by Snikch being an absolute insane legendary lord, because it's like it's turn 11 and I'm and I'm marching all the way to faction strength rank 1 without even freaking trying. Oh, okay. Right, you can argue, oh, you're using Autoresolve mods. It wouldn't matter. I would still be just as strong. I would just have had to spend like 40 minutes fighting battles, but that's it. Now, Miao Yang, sorry. Yep. Bye. So, I like how people suicide, like, Jade Warriors will not win against Snikch in a direct fight. Do you know how you defeat Snikch, by the way, if you're playing Cathay? You don't fight them directly, you auto-resolve against them, because you have the auto-resolve benefit. So the AI is thinking they can win. Now, they're thinking that because the auto-resolve. But in an actual field battle, this army would never lose to Xiaoming. Like, Snikch himself could duel half the fucking army to death. He's that crazy. You give him his items, he might just solo it. I remember when he was interested in Warhammer 2 and I was playing Emmerich and Mortal Empires. Let me just say, if you could win against Snikch as Emmerich and Mortal Empires, you won the campaign. And nothing else came even close to how insane this guy was. Just because it's like the combination, like just the sheer level of power that this bastard has. Okay, let's get this to tier 2 so we can get the bell. Alright, and get more growth. This is probably going to spark a rebellion, so I need to be a bit careful. Yeah, money is power. Use it well. And we then go move on Pomain. Actually, screw you, too. It's freaking beastman. Is there any stopping Snikch? No. That's like asking if you can stop a hurricane. The answer would be no. I'm gonna tell you right now, there's no chance you stop this guy. Like, I'm not exaggerating on this, by the way. So you get more assassins and more assassins. It's like, this guy is a force of freaking nature. Okay, you know what? Forget everything else. We are going on the offensive. I'm not even freaking joking. It's like, time to attack. So yeah. Let's get that upkeep benefit from the Shadow Tail weapon, rat food. This is hilarious. The Toxic Rain for him. Veil of Shadows, Armor of Darkness. Let's get Armor of Darkness. That's good. That's a good one. And Concealment Bombs are always sweet to have. Gutter Fighter or Survivalist. You want Slippery on these guys because it's a pretty useful skill. Oh, by the way, best thing about Snikch, you get Ward Save on him from the Chieftains. And it's like, I don't think Creative Assembly quite realized just what the Skaven would end up being. Like, I remember when the Skaven came out, like Warhammer 2. And it's like, they worked. I don't think anyone disputes the fact that they worked as a race. But wait, how that's what? Okay, I've seen a lot of shit, but I don't think I've ever seen Shang-Wu being taken by the freaking ogres of all people. Well, I've been beating the shit out of these guys, so maybe it makes some measure of sense. I don't think so, but okay. So it's turn 12. I'm sitting at 3 full fucking stacks. This campaign is over. I've won. And it's very doable to do exactly what I pulled off over here in the same kind of time frame that I pulled off. Maybe even faster if you're willing to fight some battles on a crazy, insane level. But yeah, this is very, very doable. Deliberate rebellions, that's like you deliberately spark rebellions just so you get free money, experience, all that. Levels. Snikch with levels, jeez. Imperial Wardens are gonna collapse in just a moment. Oh boy. Xiao Ming? I mean, he might be going up against the secondary army of Gutter Runners. Okay, Molder contract is revealed. So over here we get more of this, and we also get more growth. Is he at war with anyone?
No. Never in 1,000.
In 1,000 years. I think someone should remind Xiao Ming of that that time in Cathay in history when the Skaven ruled the Grand Cathay. We're just setting the record straight. Just saying. Yeah, it did happen, by the way. Okay, so there was a monkey on the throne, I believe it was. The story of that goes. There was a monkey on the throne, and it's like, or a, and he had okay, Hadar. Okay, good. Spine Clan Pestilent, okay. And Clan Molder, that's a bit weird. Anyway, more declarations of war, more war. Permanent war. You know what Snikch would need? Okay, oh, huh. So we could merge with these guys, but why the hell would I want to do that? Okay, no. It is a bit of a balancing act. The real contracts start coming in later, but oh, who gives a shit? Like, really, at this particular point, who really gives a damn?
Absolutely not.
Oh, they're gonna stop me. Hilarity ensues. You're gonna stop the Skaven. You can't stop the Skaven. I think I want to take the provincial capital there as quickly as possible before a rebellion starts. It will, if I'm not careful. And time to get another assassin. You know what? Maybe let's just give the Warlock Masters something to toy with. So let's get some Warlock Masters. Yeah, insanity. Okay. So I want over here. I want some of those babies. I want to get the Warlock Master because I want to eventually get an engineering army. Over there. Stab in the back. Do I even need to continue at this point? It's like, it's pretty clear what's gonna happen over here in this campaign. And now Xiao Ming is here. He's taken this settlement, so he's not actually gonna be a threat over here for this turn. He will show up. By the time he shows up, it's GG. He might be able to win against one army, but can he win against all my armies? Can he parry all the blows? That the Skaven. Now, don't get me wrong, Lokir is just as crazy in quite a few ways as Snikch is in his campaign. It's just kind of have to work for it. Foe Seeker, always good to have. Infiltrator, let's go get that. And okay, so public order is good, so I'm fine with that. And let's pick up another. Should I? No. Let's just focus on the economic buildings. There comes a point where there's some, believe it or not, there's diminishing returns on recruiting as many freaking heroes as you want. Largely because of upkeep situation. But like, my food situation in this campaign is absurd. Like, I want to point out that I've been turning multiple capitals into tier 3 settlements, and it's like, I'm not giving a single. I don't care at all about it. I might want to take the Great Bastion. Open a path for village. Just go on a rampaging course. Okay, so he's taken... Alright, so he's wiping out the Imperial Wardens. Good. Rebellion might be sparking up over... Oh, Imperial Wardens showed up. More victims for Snikch. I want to point out, the AI will do this against Skaven because they think that Skaven... Oh, Skaven have a... Like, I'm pretty certain the game is... the game is making decisions based on its authors. Also, from the AI's perspective, this is not suicidal at all, because I'm not sure how that makes sense, but apparently it does. Don't get me started on that. Okay, so we got more heroes. Okay, let's see about this. Get that to tier 2. Alright, and we are going to take... I'm going to stop collecting income over there, and over here, I am going to start setting up a lovely ambush. One of the things to understand, Skaven are good ambushers. Like, their default movement stance is the ability of ambushing someone else. Oh, look at Xiao Ming, he's coming for me. I'll literally ambush his ass and wipe him out. Yeah, he ain't winning that. He might be a bit of a threat, but we can even the odds a bit. Just saying. You know, if anyone's questioning the outcome of these battles, it's like, well, let me help you out with that, sir. Just so you understand that we're not fucking around over here. Okay, so Death Runner Regiment Renown. Okay, set up. So when Xiao Ming marches through my ambush, he might succeed at preventing himself from being ambushed. He will not win the battle. And like, the only reason, like, this is no joke, the only reason I'm out of money, what will I do? Well, declare more wars. Who's gonna stop me?
Why I should not
More money.
agreed.
Skoroka is pulling his weight. Holy crap. It's like the guy's on a rampage. What are you gonna do against him? What are you gonna do when he comes for you? Okay. Should I declare war on Belegar? Maybe.
What?
I mean, Belegar, he's on the other side of the world. Like, you love it when you can declare war on factions on the other freaking side of the planet. Because they can't do shit against you. Oh, he's at war with Barak Var. Sure, why not? Bit more money, bit more buffer. Hilarity ensues.
Celestial ancestors, the dragon-blooded.
Who's he at war with? Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Oh, he's at war with Greasus, of all people. Okay, we will join then. Alright, so there's more vampire counts, more victims for the slaughter. Once these guys are finished, maybe I want to recruit a couple of Skaven slaves here. That will do it. Just you know, so I can get the... Just so I can Autoresolve. Over there. And, okay, so I couldn't spring the ambush. Do I care? This would be a slaughter. The only one who would do any freaking damage in this situation would be Xiao Ming himself, and it's like, I don't give a shit. Like, I would probably fight that battle if I wasn't, if not for this particular video, but it's like, yeah. Oh, you walked right into the Skaven army and they didn't manage to ambush you. It's like, okay, you walked into the Skaven army and you're dead. Pretty much. Honestly, I wonder, like, who can stop this army? To be honest, Cathay can't, because Cathay just... The problem is Cathay is built around the idea that they have heavily armored units that can take a lot of damage, so they win for attrition. That's how Cathay wins battles early on. Like, they use their crossbowmen and the Jid warriors whittle down the enemy. That's a simple strategy. That particular strategy takes a fucking nosedive when you have insane levels of armor piercing from the very beginning of your campaign. Ooh, the vampire counts are marching against me. Whatever shall I do? I am so terrified. Oh yes, indeed. It's not like I don't have a freaking army ready to go over there. Okay. So let's just force march. Xiaoming is dead. Miao Ying is dead. We are, should I let Snikch deal with that, or do I? Huh, it's an interesting question, actually. Taitsu, it will cause a rebellion. Okay. Yeah, I think I'd rather deal with that. Okay.
I told you wanted.
Master.
Lazarks.
Twit. Cons.
Okay, Clan Pestilent, Vision, Military Axis.
You dare?
That will work.
What are you gonna do?
Warlock Master.
Not ideal. Because I'm gonna need to spend a good amount of money to tackle that. And I do need an actual army for that. Let me see what options there are available.
Child
Oh, I
of
declare
love.
war on Nakai.
Brave times.
Maybe.
Lad,
Maybe I do. Let's see.
bring. I'm up.
Karakazul.
Celestial
No.
Ready.
No, no, no. Oh, this will work. Yeah, the one concern with Skaven. Okay, Rattling Gunners, let's be a bit realistic about all of this, right? Boom.
To battle. Worth more alive. Machines and then sorcery. Machinations. Shadow, yes. Shadow. Secret arts. Master of death.
I am so terrified. Whatever will I do against Cathay? Okay, so rebellion will be sparking there soon enough. Probably gonna get a rebellion here as well. Ooh, they're trying to run away, gentlemen. It's like, ooh, I'm so terrified. Not really. The one thing that kind of is tricky about the Skaven campaign is managing the timing of the rebellions that, you know, will happen. Because whenever you take a settlement, you are going to basically loot and occupy it. So you are going to get constant rebellions when you're doing so. Not constant throughout the campaign. They would happen a lot in Warhammer too. Free experience, free money. Yeah, I'm not sure where Creative Assembly had this idea that constant rebellions were a great thing on Legendary. We can thank fucking Attila for that. I think it's actually Rome 2 that introduced the idea of the difficulty level modifier. Thanks, Rome 2. Piece of shit. No, I am not fond of Rome 2, suffice to say. Okay, so we march over here. Ooh, Lazarks. Okay. And you know that artillery piece that we just got? Yeah, kind of about that. Okay, let me just... It's kind of annoying. Okay, let's pick that up. Get that up, get that up. Actually, get rid of that. Miao Ying may recover, but do I give a shit? I'll tell you the most honest answer. No, I do not. Okay. So, turn 16.
Diabolic devices. Master engineer. Best elite ratkin. In shadow. Poison blades. Sneaky, sneaky.
So that's gonna be a rebellion there. Should I get... Well, let's get an engineer. Just a recruitment. Play clause. Cancel that, actually. Need money. Alright, so multiple rebellions, not an issue. Advancing on multiple fronts at the same time, not a problem. It's that, like, without armor-piercing projectiles, it wouldn't work. It's gotta be said. It's funny that these rebellions spark as, like, fucking caravans. It's like, yes, free money, I love it. Okay, let's get over there. Okay.
Yes! Master of Death. Take agree contract.
So 20%, maybe. Maybe not. Bit of a money issue. Not really. So much for the financial problems. Okay, rebellion's gonna spark next turn. We shall have more glorious food. And over here, we're gonna get rid of the storm vermin because we don't want to go bankrupt. Plan Moors. Vision.
So, Horned
Bow to me.
Village seems to have lost his entire army.
twist, bend, mangle, experiment.
In shadow. Death bringer. Master of poisons, yes? Master, Lord of shadows. Warlock of Skaven Blight.
Okay. Maybe pushing a bit too hard there with 4 army supply lines at this point. Ooh, Spirit of the Jungle. Declaration of war. Well, we'll see what happens there. Deal with the rebellion, deal with Miaoying, deal with Xiaoming, and finish conquering Cathay by like turn 20. Or a good portion of Cathay. Then 2 armies go against Goldtooth, like Snikch and another one. And then 2 armies go deal with the nomads and others. Simple campaign idea. Okay, so we won't get a rebellion next turn. We might get bankruptcy next turn, though.
Good plan scheme. Engineer.
Tell you what. We need all the money we can get, right? Oh, yes. We are truly living up to the Skaven hype. Another settlement. I guess I'm gonna have to deal with Miaoying's Miaoying at the Great Bastion. Oh yes, I will. Maybe that rebellion does manage to take some ground there. So be it. Can't control it all. Let's get some engineering skill.
Lord of the Assassins. Death.
Counter Striker. And pull on Blade Master.
From shadow I
Nope.
struck.
Born Leader. Concealment bombs. Concealment bombs. Sometimes that happens. Clicking too fast. Okay. Do I want... I mean, I would like it. You know, I'm just gonna get this right here. Because I want to get rid of it in the provincial capital. And yeah, just get more growth. Money, money, money. Okay, where is that rebellion gonna spark? I hope here. Yeah. So, the rebellions will spark in the first settlement that you capture in a particular... Greases. Okay. Okay. This is where we reach the limits of the Autoresolve mod that I'm using. Fair enough. I should not win this battle. I admit. That's the only battle that's skewed because of the Autoresolve mod that I'm using. Would it have mattered had I lost it? Not really. Honestly. I mean, at this point, I just don't care. But yeah, you can certainly push it a bit too far. I certainly have. Oh yeah, I certainly have. I did feel like I could sell, like my entire plan was selling Nongchang to Lokier, so it's like I didn't take it as a higher level. My bad. And I was maybe a bit too aggressive. Should have delayed a bit getting my second army. By like 1 turn. That is all. Wouldn't have ended up in this situation if that was the case. Also, yeah, tip, don't declare war on Goldtooth unless you're willing. Wait, what? What the? What's going on here? It's like Goldtooth has shown up. Oof. Everyone's showing up over here. It's like everyone wants a piece of Snikch. Yeah. Winnable for Cathay. What a joke. No, it's not. Like, I don't care like what units they have here. They're not winning this. I think maybe if I didn't have the artillery piece, but sadly enough for them, I do actually have the artillery piece. So, does it matter? Not quite. Okay, so let's get that to a higher level, and yeah, let's just move over here in the rest. This army is going to defeat Jianglu and Hanyu. Oh, woof! Someone is going on a rampage, gentlemen. Wait, what? It's not quite that I imagine.
Tribal fury. The gods might accept it.
Yeah, I might have pushed a bit too far.
I master eat.
Clan Pestilent. Do we have any mission? No, no clan contracts. Okay, fair enough. There's my financial issues solved. In Skaven style.
To be honest, I'd rather be raiding, but you have my time.
He doesn't want the Dragon Gate. Okay, I'll keep it. Generate some food from it. One of the problems though for Snikch is the fact that he likes to write. Let's generate some food. He does lack a right that you could use. Do I want another Master Assassin? Well, I do, actually. Because that's gonna happen there. Freaking insanity. Get rid of these guys. Get rid of these guys. Save my economy. What remains of it. Yeah, this is what happens. You go on a roll and you don't realize when you should stop. There we go. I mean, it's only a temporary setback regardless, so doesn't quite matter. Yeah, so the capital should hold against Greece's. Just declaring war against him was not my finest moment. Low cure should defeat Nakai. That's what I'm kind of hoping he will do in this freaking campaign. Yeah, that was not fun. Yep. Taitsu is fallen. It's a bit weird though. Bit too much damage, I think. But I'm gonna sack Hanyu Port and then resell it, so that should be enough. I sincerely hope so. Let's see if a rebellion sparks over here. They should have attacked my army, laying siege there, though. Got that some help to wipe me out. Okay. Yeah, just gonna take it at the level it's at. Oh, look at you, aren't you precious? Meow Ying. Okay, Wing Chang, cancel. That's not gonna work, so might as well. And then sack this element to give myself the money I need to keep going. And I'll take this at tier 3. Tier 3 is kind of like the gold zone as far as I see it, because you can start building that particular structure. Now I wonder. Still can't give him Nonchang. That's an interesting one. Yeah, you know, I would be willing to accept that, but you kind of fucked me over, so screw you.
You wish for boons?
What you want?
Alright, let's generate some food. Let's see. What to do. Huh, he's losing. Bally.
Wind Shaper.
Okay, more wars. Thank you. It's get my skin. Yeah, that was a bit close, I admit.
That will work.
Should I cancel this army? Yeah, let's go with that. Supply lines just can't afford it. Gotta know what your limits are. And these are my limits.
Shadow, yes.
Let's get the bell.
Master of poisons, yes.
Okay. Problem is, if she takes a settlement, she'll start crashing my economy. And that's expensive as right. I just want to take Cathay at this particular point. No. You will have a peace tree when I want it. Actually, I won't even give him a peace tree. Yeah, there's the real army of Cathay. If she had sent that kind of army against me earlier on, maybe that would have mattered. At this point, it's a bit too late. Too little, too late. So let's see what Cathay... Okay, so he's not moving from Taitsu just yet. The rebellion will start in Shangyang soon enough. Yeah, you can overextend yourself a bit. Just because you have one unstoppable army doesn't mean you have 10 unstoppable armies. It's starting to feel like that. Okay, so Hanyu Port. Crucial thing though, never stop expanding. Keep going. Always keep going. So, where is it? Okay, they're doing whatever they are doing. Should I just be a troll and take... I should, shouldn't I?
Marching.
Alright, so 2 turns until no contracts. Let's get Grove.
I'll force feed. I'll do. Speak. Waste
Wait,
time,
he's
time.
not. Oh,
But will.
crap. That's not good.
I'm
Someone's, well,
prostrate yourselves.
I know it would happen, I guess.
We agree. Boss.
I would kind of like help it, but it's not really too important right now. Strategist. So if Xiao Ming, okay, so I actually need choices. Skaven. I'm a bit concerned about here because he could attack Xingpo. There is a decent enough garrison, should be able to stop him. Miao Ying is possibly going to run away. I'm gonna get a bit of control. Thick-skinned. I can afford that. The main concern in this entire... Okay, fair enough. The main concern in this entire campaign is losing... yeah, about that so much. Another suicidal fool. Okay. Where is Xiao Ming? That's the question. I mean, he attacked. He took one of my settlements. What is he doing now? I'll agree to a temporary truce with Goldtooth. Just need a couple of turns to sort this out, and then we'll... or maybe I don't need the temporary truce. Maybe I'll just go full on offensive. Look, here seems he's got it all in hand. He's got 2 stacks marching against... though he seems to have managed to misplace his own personal army. Look, here got defeated by Nakai. What a joke. Yeah, Dark Elves don't do very well under AI control. Don't know. It's a question of recruitment, I think. Like, that's my personal theory. I can't explain otherwise. Say what you will about Chaos Dwarves, they will do well under AI control. Maybe a bit better than even the player control, which is kind of what you expect, don't you? Okay, let's get those settlements. I mean, I could buy myself a couple of turns over here with Gold to deal with Gorst in the meantime. Okay, so Rebellion, will it spark? Yes. Alright. So let's get one particular assassin over here. We're very, very close. The level that I'm getting with these guys, it's like, yeah, sure, recruit level 8 heroes. That's perfectly fine. That makes sense. That won't break the game in any way. What are you talking about, Costin?
Today you, tomorrow.
Today me? Oof, sounds like someone needs an ass whooping.
You're a problem.
Fine.
We're on the
I'll take his money just because I need the money more than I need his territory at this point. Okay. Upgrade. Should be fine. Damn it. Okay. So it's temporary, and I'll just use expansion as planning, and over here. Okay, just get those. Get rally. Need a bit of time to sort out my empire, I argue. Oh, what an empire. A glorious Skaven empire. So rebellion is gonna start in just a moment, though. Survivalist, and let's get that to a higher level. That too. If he attacks, so be it. I'll cancel that, just giving myself a bit more time. Anyone interested in Dragon Gate? It's an awesome gate.
Drink?
I really don't want it.
Hamin likes you.
I am sure he does.
I am told you want it.
North. Speak.
Okay, what's the situation of clan contracts? 1 turn, good. So Goldtooth is neutralized. That leaves, well, that leaves the 2. Corner dragon is still a dragon. Okay, what is he up to? I wonder. Should I take my southern army and start moving on the nomads? Maybe. Wouldn't necessarily be the wisest move in the world, but let's start another war. I feel like I'm Imperial Japan during World War II. Start a war to finance your existing war. Yeah, that's kind of what they did, I might add. It's like, you wonder why Japan was fucking insane in World War II? That's the reason. I suppose that Skaven do fit in with Ninja Skaven, Imperial Japan, World War II. Let's go. Why not? Alright, rebellion sparked, rebellion dealt with, no problem. So I wonder... This army would defeat Xiao Ming, so... Okay, march that there. Money. Give me money. Shit. That's not good.
All Babbitt Hamin likes you. Bow.
Marauders all.
You bring a message, or just your flesh for me to
Yeah,
hear?
that's good enough.
World war. I travel
That's
the world
certainly good
seeking
enough.
jewel. Like Wolfric.
It's a bit weird with diplomacy sometimes, gutter-wise. Finally, let's get that.
Poison shadow. Yeah.
Let's get Luther. Rebellions. I got enough food to do whatever the fricking heck I want with it. Okay. So, do I have someone that's not leading an army? Yeah, I do. Okay, hold on. Wait, where is he? So, he's not there. He's not there. Okay, just making sure.
What?
Let's fight.
Let's fight indeed. You first. Alright, rebellion will be crushed. Let's see if Xiao Ming falls into my lovely, lovely trap. She keeps sending armies thinking it will go differently. It's like, these guys are gold ranked. Like, the only chance she had of defeating me, like, tell me I'm not crazy. There's no way this army is defeating this army. I mean, maybe I just am playing the wrong game. I will do this constantly. And the reason I will do this is because if you're fighting with vanilla, the vanilla situation, you would actually lose the Autoresolve there. You would win the battle. Easily. Okay, so Xiao Ming is wiser than his sister. She's like just Zerg rushing, trying to Zerg rush Snikch. Feels like I'm playing Hannibal against Rome. You know what happened with Hannibal against Rome? The Romans were like trying to Zerg rush Hannibal every single freaking time until they realized that was a bad idea. Yeah, it only took 100,000 dead Romans for them to figure it out. So Xiao Ming is the Fabian of this strategy, and it's like Miao Yang is the Varro of this story. Shut the sanity. Okay, now what am I going to do with you? Should I keep marching? Okay, big boy. So wait, where is he? Because I'm trying to freaking find this crazy maniac.
Deathmaster.
I don't know where the hell he is.
To touch a dragonborn is blasphemy.
I mean, he had an army, then he just kind of vanished. Let me spend some of that food. There he is. I don't need to... Let's get some chieftains. There he is! The true hero of the story. The true Vapian. Yeah, he may have done it. He may have overdone it a bit. Start another war to fuel my wars. No joke. Get rid of that. Another war and another war. There will be no end to war. There's only war. Abandon reason. There is only war. We are so very close to all of this. Tell you what, I'm gonna start getting some night guard runners here. Turn 24, Cathay is still not under my control. Hurry up. Actually, no. Surprisingly loyal. Ward save is ward save. Get blade shield. Gutter fighter is always good because of the melee attack. Okay, that's fine. Expert Damager, Shogun Jitsu. So if he attacks, he's gonna deal with the powerful army. Could I afford that? No. Actually, yes, slightly. It's pushing it, so I would rather want to get. We meet Grimgor. Oh, my friends. My friends.
I'll hear you out.
Of course, is expanding westward. Alright. 2 more settlements, and it is GG for Cathay. Or the main Cathay faction, so who cares? Now, I need to be a bit careful, because Xiaoming might just be able to defeat me. I say might. Like, in a million years, he might have an army to do it. There's no... Like, how would you counter this? Like, I'm thinking of a player v player situation over here. How the fuck would you counter this? Like, I don't want to imagine a 1v1 war between, like, someone playing Snikch, the way I'm playing him right here, and someone playing Cathay. How the fuck would you counter that? Yeah, that's a tricky one. Well, I suppose you would have to take Singpo. Like, if you take Singpo, you eliminate a significant portion of Sinich's economy. Wait. You serious? Seriously? You know what? Freaking hell, man. Fine. You can have it. You can. I'll even aid you. You little shit. Okay. There he is, gentlemen. But I'm going bankrupt, so I might want to declare war on him. Wait.
Leave me. I have better things to think about.
I'm sure you do. You got better things to do in your life than fighting Nurgle. The imminent Skaven invasion will cause you to rethink your life choices. Okay. Wait, where's a rebellion? There. Okay. I will deal with that. Now, since we're in the underway, any Cathayan advantage that they might have is nullified. Yeah, okay, he won. I might go bankrupt here for a turn. Only for a turn. That's why it's good to build up a reserve of money in case, you know, you need to spend emergency. So taking it a bit more slowly than I have here is probably the best course of action. Alright, you can have... Yep. So he's taken that. Good on him, village. Good on you, village. I put in all the work. I deal with 4 stacks of... Meow. That's annoying. Okay, I'll take that. So I won't be running out of money here. I was close, but not quite there. Okay. So put these two guys in ambush stance, and we will take this element. I'll actually... Yeah, another army. Financial issues are starting to disappear. If you want to know why I go aggressively in campaigns, is like once you reach this stage. Well, come on, don't tell me he's actually gonna beat you. This is embarrassing. No, he's winning, just taking his freaking sweet time. So fine. You won. Here, have none, Lee, you little shit.
If you
Fire and metal.
Cathay is ready to surrender to the Skaven. That's hilarious. Okay, that is genuinely hilarious. Yeah, that's not gonna work, is it? Okay, let's just cancel those. Set examples. Skaven examples.
Blades hidden, blades ready.
No more slippery. Okay, get that growth building. It's for economic purposes, nothing else. Oh, so this will be over. He's running away. No, he just went to deal with the rebellion. You got free experience. Oh. Like, this is the crazy thing about... Like, Cathay can outnumber the Skaven, that's the crazy thing. But if you're playing 1v1, I guess you could rely on meowing, pressuring Snikch from the north. Though if you're playing Snikch, you would, like, dependent on who's playing Cathay, right, you would focus on that. And if you're... Meowing is a lesser threat, because she has to deal with the Bastion village, will break through the Bastion. Depends on kind of, I guess, on the randomization of faction potential there. Who would win. Because, like, it seems here the randomization of faction potential really heavily favored Cathay. Whatever you might think about it. Just the sheer number of troops that they were able to put on the field was a bit absurd. I mean, I know it's legendary and I don't know all of that, but still, it was a bit crazy. So that's it. Cathay is beaten. They have no survival. There will be no survivors. Okay, let's go over here. I need some money, so what to do for the sake of that? Well, we can get a peace tree with the World Walkers.
I will make your flesh.
Yolosapien, he doesn't even have money under AI control.
Welcome, stranger. Start talking.
There's my money. Declare war on Caricadrin.
Blacksmith. I am a dragon, not a slave.
Alright, diplomatic relations are okay for a moment. Should I put stop to this before it gets completely out of freaking hand? Well, crazy thing is that right now it's like my economic potential might just go for the freaking roof if I keep at it. So we take we take this particular province. Slowk, you're winning. Someone needs to win. He's just got blessed units. You know, he's lost. Like, Nakai dying is basically the end of his faction. That's kind of the problem with him. Yeah, okay, cute.
The Emperor shall restore us.
And now we go for Grimgore. The armies of Skaven Blight descend on Grimgore Ironhide. Or I make an alliance with Grimgore. Oh, you think this is crazy what I achieved? Imagine me allying Grimgore and laying waste to the Chaos Dwarves and everything in their path. Yeah, you know what? Like, Greenskins are not generally great allies because a lot of people hate them, but you're Skaven. Everyone hates you anyway, so who cares? It's like, oh, Grimgore is going to start 100 wars. Okay, you will start 100 wars. It's like 100 wars is not the downside when you're playing the freaking Skaven. But that would be about it, gentlemen. And that is Snikch in a nutshell. If I need to say anything further on the subject of Snikch as a Legendary Lord, I think you've missed the point. Yes, there were Autoresolve mods here, but everything except one battle against Croesus of all people, who it's like, whatever. Like, let's say it would have delayed me by 2 turns or something like that, right? That's it. Oh, great. This guy's coming. Come on. That's it. That's over. And say hello to my glorious Skaven Empire.
Your will.
Oh, jeez. This is insanity.
Twist, bend,
So,
mangle, experiment.
spy on Clan Mulder. Okay.
What
And
do
there's
you
Clan
offer?
Scryer.
Things for burn fuel in my warp forges. Apply.
Guess he doesn't particularly like me. Oh, fun idea. If you're playing Skaven, one of the things you may want to get a lot of in your campaign are Graciers. I'm not exaggerating on this. The reason you want to get Graciers is because they have the Envoy of the Council. So get a bunch of Graciers, improve your diplomatic relations, pay the cost that you're going to pay for not having lords that are good with your armies, but it's worth it. And that would be Snikch in a nutshell. Christine signing out.